So I couldn't help but notice that Dorohedoro has an abundance of food. I believe that says a lot about my personality. Neat camera work? That's fine. A cool magic system? Alright. A soundtrack that fucking slaps, consisting of an OP and 5 different EDs, all sung by the same artist that I'm listening to as I edit this goddamn script? Neat. A giant red-haired silver-eyed beauty who I want to crush me with her thighs? Well, yeah, of course I want to devour that more than anything you put on screen. But from the first shot of Kaiman's extra-large plated gyoza with a side of beer, I was caught completely off guard. Dorohedoro was another one of those projects that I knew I should go into completely blind, with my only exposure to the work being some Twitter hype and reading the first few chapters of the creator's second manga, Die Dark, via recommendation. You can see me briefly talk about Die Dark and other comics in this video, linked in the description below. I don't know why, but a mere few seconds of gyoza and Kaiman's love for this widely available dish filled me with envy. Maybe that envy spawned from the reaction of pure joy as Kaiman savors 5 gyoza at once, or maybe I was just hungry for a delectable dish that I cannot eat due to being vegetarian. However, I know both theories are wrong. Dorohedoro was the last show I would expect to have a spotlight on food. There are episodes where the first frame is some kind of culinary display. I was floored at the variety of meals and dessert that are just as delicious, if not even better than gyoza, but none of them looked as appetizing as this one dish. The second most delectable meal from season 1 that comes to mind being Kaiman and Nikaido's New Year's feast. And the anime constantly reminds me of this goddamn frame in the OP, in which dedication is paid to the creation of Kaiman's beloved gyoza from scratch as he marches towards, through, and from Nikaido's shop in an endless loop until the closing of the OP replaces his head with freshly made, piping hot, pure and simple gyoza that I'm pretty sure even Juro would be proud of. If you don't understand that reference, I recommend this documentary on Netflix now that you have all this spare time on your hands. I can't help but receive the impression that gyoza is all that Nikaido makes. When we see her in flashbacks, she's promoting her specialty dish, freshly made, to absolutely no one in the whole dirty, empty streets. Kaiman being her only customer, he enjoys his favorite food without paying his best friend. Meanwhile, in the sorcerer's world, Shin and Nori indulge at a fine dining establishment, the kind where Patrick Bateman types would frequent. In this case, he owns the damn place. Here, the two enjoy their food without care. After all, N is the owner, so why not enjoy a 1 kilo steak? Why not share a plate of donuts and burgers meant for a crowd between the two at a social event? Of course, these two are huge and they'll need the same amount of calories The Rock receives on his cheat day in order to maintain those gains. And Lord, please protect those gains. But wait, Kaiman is just as large as Shin and Nori, and he lives off of gyoza. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard about a powerful literary device. Food is able to convey so much meaning, whether it be foreshadowing, cultural diversity, or a clash of lifestyle. I believe Dorohedoro's absolute abundance of food falls into the lifestyle category, as while watching the season and the differences between Whole and the Sorcerer's World, I couldn't help but think of Ramdam, a fictional dish found in Bong Joon-ho's Parasite, in which 2 packs of cheap common noodles are combined together, but the wealthy Mrs. Park refuses to have it served to her son unless it's unnecessarily topped with expensive steak cut into cubes. Gyoza is just as commonly found as turkey, cake, and steak, but that turkey is on some guy's head. That strawberry cake was more than likely made of some high-class rich fuck bakery for some high-class rich fuck function. And that fucking steak weighs 1 fucking kilo. That gyoza was made by hand by one person. A person who smiled to herself while prepping ingredients, who's so in the zone when mixing pork, her laughter is manic. A person who lives at a dirty, poor setting that's literally called Whole, the place where rain comes from the sorcerers who literally sit above them and is harmful to humans. And Kaiman fucking loves it. So much so that later in the show, he's placed in a restaurant that also sells their own freshly made savory dishes, but Kaiman continues to salivate over his beloved gyoza. That when meeting his best friend, this was the dish that brought them together, a dish that he tries his hand at making for said best friend. And when he eats at a fine dining establishment with a fire-flushing toilet, because of course only fucking rich fucks would, he comments that the sorcerer food is fine, but nothing like the gyoza that Nikaido pours her heart into. And I envy that. Am I thinking too much about some fictional fucking food? Yeah. Did this video need to be made? No, probably not. Who the fuck asked for it? But did I feel some kind of connection to this project and its abundance of food? Obviously. And was this video my desperate effort to continue to be horny on main over nori? You bet your sweet ass it was.
Noi! Cut!